Hi guys, it's Jessie here, and I just thought it'd be helpful to record kind of like a reference tutorial video to show you or remind you how to use ImageJ, because I know sometimes it can be kind of confusing. So first you're going to want to find the picture that you're going to want to measure in ImageJ. Let's say I click that one, for example, and once you decided on the picture that you want or the picture that you need, you're going to drag it from the folder, exit it out of the screen, and then drag it from the folder into ImageJ, kind of on like the little gray bar up at the top. And so, sorry, so you'll see me click it and drag and just drop like in that where it says drag and drop, and it's going to take a second to load. And there it is. There's a picture that I want to show you how to work on. So there's a few like different buttons you could see in the top of the ImageJ bar, and mostly the one that I use is like the zoom in function, and which is the magnifying glass, and you could use it to click and zoom in. So it works pretty good. Kind of zooms in the area that you click in, which is like the area that you want it to. Sorry, I kind of like pre-recorded this and then decided to record the audio later on, so I'm trying to see like what my train of thought is on the screen. Oh, you could also click that little hand to like a little drag, which I kind of showed, so you can skip back to see that. And so to first start off the project, you're going to want to zoom in as close as you can to the measuring, like little ruler, because that's how you're going to like measure to set your scale for the stuff that you're actually going to measure on the skull photos. So you could see me measuring to get like, you know, a good enough like sight of it where it's not too big and not too small. And you're going to want to click up on the top of the screen. It kind of cut off, but there's going to be a top where it's going to say like measure or something, and then you click set scale. And that is me measuring 5 millimeters. As you can see, it's the same length as 5 millimeters, or beginning of the black and white little bar. And then that's when you're going to click measure, and then you could see me scrolling down where it said set scale. And so I measured 200 pixels in the picture, but then you're going to change the known distance to 5 millimeters, because that's how you kind of base it off of the scale. So now everything you measure will be in millimeters, which is nice. And I haven't measured anything really that's as big as 5 millimeters, but that's just like a good like standard unit to have. And now your computer's adjusted, so I'm going to zoom into this big old cavity right there. And I'm going to click that like little straight line measuring tool, and that's how you measure things. So I'm going to, I guess I zoomed into that little guy up there. And then I clicked the measuring tool, and I started from the top of the cavity, or I'm sorry, the bottom of the cavity to the top. And then I click Command M. It probably is Control M on a non-Mac computer, but what I usually do is Command M. And once you click that, it will measure exactly what you want it to measure, like the length of that, and it shows up as results. And all the way at the bottom is the end of the screen, that little bar says length, and keep clicking Control M shows that the length of that cavity is I believe that's 166. And that's like kind of the value that you want, is the length, which is, yeah, the most important value. So measured the length of that cavity is 1.166 millimeters. And then here's me measuring another, just dragging it down, that tool down, and then once I think I have, you know, the right length of the cavity that I need/want to measure, I'm going to click Control M again, and it looks like that is 2-point-something millimeters. For some reason, when I record the audio, it kind of like zoomed out on the video, so I can't really read those numbers correctly. Then I click on the hand to drag the screen around, and the magnifying glass, and you can click minus, I believe, while holding the magnifying glass, and it zooms out. And those are basically, you know, the functions that you're going to use the most in ImageJ, and hopefully this video can be like a little refresher for you to use. I'm also going to type a document with some screenshots, because I feel like that would also be helpful. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful.